have you again.
Okay.
All right. So it's a pleasure to have you here on Get to Great and on Pulse 95, Zai. It's really a pleasure to have you. Thank you for accepting the interview.
Thank you, Alia.
All right, thank you. So let's start off and kick off with you introducing yourself. So can you please introduce yourself to us?
Sure. So my name is Zai, better known as Zai Mystique, but the real name is Zaitun. Zaituna.
So Zaytuna or Zaitun?
Zaitun, actually. So I'm born in Singapore, raised in Singapore. I've traveled to more than 34 countries. I used to enjoy going to school because I loved my friends and my teachers more than studying. So yeah, but that's what school is about, isn't it? So yeah, so when I graduated from my college, I was already doing henna art. I was a model. I was doing makeup artist. I was a makeup artist, and I was the president of the makeup club in my school. So it's makeup, modeling, and all this stuff. Then I met a friend who said, "Hey Zai, why don't you take henna art to Japan?"
Oh wow!
I wasn't even 20 then, so I had a chance to go to Japan. It was supposed to be a 2 week stay. I ended up staying in Japan for 6 months.
And how did you find Japan?
I fell in love. I'm like, I think I'm born in the wrong side of the world. Like, I should be born in Japan because
it's a whole new world.
I know you love Japan too,
yes,
right? Yeah, we spoke about this. So like, Japan was amazing. People, their adab, their akhlaq, the food and everything was amazing. But the best part was I went there just to do henna art, but I ended up teaching henna art professionally.
Oh, interesting.
To the Japanese, though I couldn't speak Japanese language, but I had to learn because they refused to speak English. So that was one of the first foreign languages I had to learn. And then I realized I could pick up languages very fast because I was always so curious and I wanted to speak to people. I would die if I don't. Yeah, so yeah, that was the start of my entrepreneurial journey. And then I came back to Singapore. I was determined to start a henna art school in Japan. What happened 2 years on was I met with an accident. Then I fractured, dislocated my spine. Doctor said I will not be able to walk anymore. But before the accident, when I came back from Singapore into Japan, it was amazing because suddenly I became a celebrity henna artist.
Oh.
Suddenly the media picked us up, my story, me and my friend picked up the story on media, on paper, on TV, on radio and stuff. And I had a couple of my friends who was working with me, drawing, not just doing henna, we were doing like body art, face painting, and we were doing events, servicing brides and stuff. It was so fun.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Now let's talk more about the accident.
Sure.
If you can share with us your story, because it sounds very sad, but at the same time, there's a very inspiring story about it. So
of course.
Can you tell us more about the accident?
Sure. Like, so basically, when I arrived to the A&E, I didn't know what was happening. I just knew I wanted to be alive because I wanted to be there for my mom. That was a very emotional moment. But I was like so determined, I'm not going to die because I have to be there for my mom because I want to take care of her, right? And be there for her. I think that kept me going on. But what the doctor said was I could have died. And then he also said there was a 50-50 chance, 5% of the chance I would not be able to walk anymore. So I only had 5% of the chance.
That you won't be able to walk again.
Yeah. So.
And how did that make you feel?
I was like, whatever, like just go and do the operation because I was hurting. My spine was hurting so bad, and it took me almost 3 weeks to be released from the hospital. It took me about 6 to 8 months to learn to walk again. So technically, I had to learn how to walk again. And then slowly, that was I think a huge turning point for me where I decided, do I want to be a victim for life or do I want to step up and be victorious? So moving from victim to victor, turning your pain into power. These are things I share in my books. Turn your pain into power and turn your passion into profit, and 5 things I love about being a woman. Yeah.
That's amazing. That is simply amazing and very inspiring, Zai. I've actually read one of your books because we've actually met in Sharjah International Book Fair, haven't we?
Yes.
And you've offered me a book and I've been reading it. And personally, I have to tell you, as a woman, I was highly inspired and it actually brought me to tears while I was reading, to be honest. And I love the pictures with your mom and I just, the connection that you had with your family and your mom. It just made me feel so emotional. Well, I might be a bit more emotional, but I don't know. But it just touched my heart.
Yeah.
And your book is very encouraging. It just teaches us to never give up. So I highly recommend everyone listening to read Zai's books. They are simply
And the good
amazing.
news is we just got launched on Amazon AE. So we are on Amazon UAE.
Oh, wow, that's amazing.
I'm
So
going to be on
it's
noon.com as well.
Oh,
soon.
that's great. So it's
Yeah.
an easy grab book, definitely. All right, so we will be back after a quick break with Zai to let her tell us more about herself, and I'm sure there's lots and lots of interesting talk to have. So stay tuned and keep it here on Pulse 95.
Thank you.
All right, that's the break. I'm so sorry.